A call for accountability, challenging the Trump legacy. Across America, a wave of activism is rising, demanding accountability from those in power. One such activist is dedicated to holding leaders responsible for their actions, especially former President Donald Trump. This essay delves into the critical issues that were ignored or misrepresented during Trump's presidency. It's a call to remember, to learn, and to demand better for our future. The denial of climate change, a threat to our planet. Donald Trump's denial of climate change is well documented. He dismissed it as a hoax, rolled back environmental regulations, and withdrew the United States from the Paris Agreement. These actions have had dire consequences, accelerating climate change and jeopardizing the planet's future. The rise in extreme weather events, from devastating hurricanes to raging wildfires, serves as a stark reminder of the urgency of this issue. Erosion of civil liberties, a nation divided. Trump's rhetoric and policies have fueled division and eroded civil liberties. His administration implemented a Muslim travel ban, separated families at the border, and attacked the free press. These actions have created a climate of fear and intolerance, emboldening hate groups, and undermining the very fabric of American democracy. The rise in hate crimes and discrimination is a chilling testament to the impact of his divisive rhetoric. Healthcare in crisis, broken promises and broken systems. Despite promising to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act, Trump failed to deliver on his healthcare promises. His administration's efforts to undermine the ACA have left millions of Americans without access to affordable healthcare. The COVID-19 pandemic further exposed the fragility of the United States healthcare system, disproportionately impacting vulnerable communities. The lack of access to quality healthcare remains a pressing issue that demands immediate attention. Section 5. Embracing autocrats, a threat to global stability. Trump's cozy relationships with authoritarian leaders around the world have raised serious concerns about his foreign policy. From his praise of Vladimir Putin to his embrace of Kim Jong-un, Trump has shown a disregard for democratic values and human rights. His actions have emboldened dictators and undermined global efforts to promote democracy and freedom. The erosion of America's global standing as a champion of democracy is a dangerous precedent that could have long-lasting consequences. Section 6. Voices of resistance, standing up to power. In the face of these challenges, courageous individuals and organizations have emerged to hold Trump accountable. Dr. Maria Caffrey, a climate scientist, resigned from her position at the National Park Service in protest of the Trump administration's censorship of climate change research. The American Civil Liberties Union, or ACLU, has filed numerous lawsuits challenging Trump's policies, including the travel ban and the family separation policy. These voices of resistance serve as a beacon of hope and inspiration, reminding us that we all have a role to play in defending our democracy. Section 7. The tragedy of Puerto Rico, a failure of leadership. The Trump administration's response to Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico was a stark example of its failures. The delayed and inadequate aid, coupled with Trump's dismissive attitude towards the island's plight, exacerbated the suffering of the American citizens living there. The slow pace of recovery and the lack of accountability for the mishandling of the disaster relief efforts highlight the consequences of neglecting the needs of vulnerable communities. The tragedy in Puerto Rico serves as a stark reminder of the importance of compassionate and effective leadership in times of crisis. Section 8. The power of information, a call to action. In the age of misinformation, it is more important than ever to be informed and engaged citizens. We must seek out reliable sources of information, fact-check claims, and engage in constructive dialogue. We must hold our elected officials accountable, demand transparency, and fight for policies that reflect our values. Our democracy depends on it. Section 9. Securing our future, a collective responsibility. The challenges we face are significant. but they are not insurmountable. By coming together, raising our voices, and demanding better from our leaders, we can create a more just, equitable, and sustainable future for all. The time for complacency is over. Let us embrace our responsibility as citizens and work tirelessly to secure a brighter future.